Reason why, actually, because this leads into the second determining factor for whether or not you host a one-day or a couple hours or a multi-day live event, and that is geographic location.
Absolutely.
Right? Not many people will travel for a one-day event, right?
Or
a half day,
right.
Or even a 2 to 3 hours. Now, it's
what
not.
What do you think the geographic radius is? I think it's
drivable.
Drive. Yeah. If you can drive to the event, it's a local event.
Exactly.
If you have to get on a plane or a train to get, maybe a train, I guess, New York.
Well,
train, all right, train is dubious, but
I think
if you have to get on a plane.
I think if you
I'm drawing the line at plane.
Okay. I think if you can get there in the same day, right? And so let's say, let's look at it this way. If you don't have to stay at a hotel to attend the event, it's a one day.
Fair enough.
Right?
That's
that's kind of the geographic region. So let's just say, let's take you and I as an example.
Yes.
We live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We would probably, for the right event, travel to Atlanta.
Yeah, I would fly to Atlanta in the morning. It's an hour trip, so yeah, get up early, jump on a plane, be there in an hour.
Exactly. I think if you can get there in one day and leave the same day, get there the day the event starts, leave the day the event ends, and have it not be crazy, then it makes sense.
Yeah, like maybe you live in Philly and the event's in New York, you jump on the train. Or vice
but
versa.
the other thing that I would say is if you're hosting a one-day event in Atlanta, I think you can probably safely assume that the majority of your attendees are going to come from Atlanta.
Right.
You're not going to get a whole lot of people who jump on a 1 hour plane, even though Atlanta's a Delta hub and there's like probably, 1,000 flights.
It has to be super compelling.
Yeah, exactly. So geographic location is definitely one way that you would determine whether or not you're going to host a 1 day or less or a 1 day or more, like 2 to 3 day multi-day event. If your list is really spread out, let's say you have 1,000 people on your list, but it's all over North America, you're probably going to be looking at possibly your first event being a multi-day event, because you have to give people a reason to travel. And
It's true. And again, a multi-day event, 3 or 4 days, and we really recommend 3. We're going to talk about that more later, but let's say a 3-day event could be for 50 people. It does not have to mean, now that you're going to a multi-day event, that it has to be huge. One of our clients does a very successful, very lucrative 50 to 100 person event a couple times a year. It's how they fill their masterminds. So, and they don't spend a ton of money on it. It's really low key, it's super simple, but it's amazingly good content. And it allows them to fill their mastermind pretty effortlessly. It's a good income for a not expensive event for a small number of people.